You want controversy? You want chaos? You want a collision so explosive it might rip the women's division in half? Then let's talk about what's about to go down when Jade Cargill and Jordynne Grace step into the same ring for a title clash on SYFY. Because this isn't just a match. This is ego versus grit, power versus pressure, hype versus hunger. And here's the question nobody wants to answer honestly. Are we about to witness dominance confirmed or dominance exposed? Drop your prediction in the comments right now. Who walks out with the title, Jade or Jordynne?
Don't wait.
Pick a side. Because by the end of this video, you might hate the side you chose. Jade Cargill has been presented as an unstoppable force since the moment she arrived in WWE. The aura,
The physique.
the presence. Every step she takes feels manufactured for superstardom. But here's what's angering fans behind the scenes. Is she truly battle-tested for this level of pressure? Yes, she walked into WWE with a monster reputation from her time in All Elite Wrestling. Yes, she built a streak that had people calling her the future of women's wrestling. Yes, she looks like a superhero carved from granite. But streaks don't survive forever. And reputations? They crumble under the wrong spotlight. Now look at Jordynne Grace. No, she doesn't have the same glossy presentation. No, she wasn't handed immediate megastar branding. What she has is something far more dangerous. Proof. Jordynne Grace built her name by grinding through wars and total non-stop action wrestling. She's been in brutal matches. She's reinvented her body. She's reinvented her style. She's faced doubters her entire career, and every time, she turned doubt into dominance. So, here's the uncomfortable question. Is Jade Cargill prepared for someone who doesn't fear her? Because Jordynne Grace does not look intimidated. Not by the muscles. Not by the aura. Not by the marketing machine. And that changes everything. Let's break this down physically. Jade Cargill is a powerhouse in every sense of the word. The explosiveness. The pump kick. The spine buster that looks like it breaks ribs on impact. When she hits Jaded, it's over.
Clean.
Violent. Decisive. But Jordynne Grace? She's not just strong. She's compact power. Lower center of gravity. Unbelievable core strength. And a background that makes her nearly impossible to bully. If this turns into a pure strength battle, don't be shocked if Grace shocks the world. And that's what makes this match so volatile. Because Jade is used to being the strongest woman in the ring. What happens when she's not? Let me ask you something. When was the last time you saw Jade get outpowered? Comment below if you can remember a single moment.
Exactly.
Now, imagine Jordynne pressing her, suplexing her, forcing her backward. Imagine the look on Jade's face if that happens. That's the kind of visual that can shift an entire division. But let's talk psychology. Jade thrives on intimidation. The stare. The slow walk. The confidence bordering on arrogance. It works when opponents hesitate. Jordynne doesn't hesitate. She steps forward. She invites contact. She smiles in chaos. That's a dangerous combination. And here's where things get spicy. If Jordynne absorbs Jade's best shot early and keeps standing, the mental game flips instantly. Now Jade has to chase. Now Jade has to adapt. Now Jade has to prove she's more than just presentation. And that's where pressure cracks foundations. We've seen WWE build stars fast before. We've seen the machine get behind someone and push them like a rocket. And to be clear, WWE knows how to create megastars. WWE has done it for decades. But here's the truth that stings. Sometimes the rocket explodes midair. Is Jade ready for a grinded-out 15-minute war? Is she ready for counters to Jaded? Is she ready for a crowd that might turn if they sense vulnerability? Because, let's be honest, the crowd loves an underdog who fights back. And Jordynne Grace fits that mold perfectly here. Now let's talk stakes. This isn't just about a title. This is about validation. For Jade, this is about proving she belongs at the absolute top of the women's division. That she isn't just an attraction. That she isn't just hype. That she can go toe-to-toe with someone as battle-hardened as Grace and walk out undisputed. For Jordynne, this is about invasion-level impact. Imagine stepping into WWE's spotlight and walking out with gold over one of their most protected powerhouses. That's not just a win. That's a statement. That's a declaration that the door swings both ways. And if Grace wins? You better believe locker room politics get interesting fast. Let's break down possible match scenarios. Scenario 1. Jade overwhelms early. She uses her reach, her explosiveness. She throws Jordynne into corners, lands vicious pump kicks, dominates with power slams. The crowd roars. The narrative stays intact. But if Jordynne kicks out after Jaded, what then? Do you think Jade has a plan B? Drop plan B in the comments if you're unsure. Scenario 2. Jordynne surprises everyone. She counters the pump kick. She takes Jade down with a waist lock. She slows the pace. She makes it gritty. She drags Jade into deep waters. And that's when things get uncomfortable. Because Jade hasn't had many matches where she looks desperate. What does desperate Jade look like? Angrier? Sloppier? More dangerous? That's the unknown variable. We also have to consider momentum. Jade has been on a trajectory that screams future face of the division. She has the look executives dream about. She carries herself like a champion before the bell even rings. But momentum is fragile. One loss, especially in a high-profile title match, changes perception instantly. Fans can be ruthless. The same crowd that chants your name can question your push overnight. Jordynne Grace knows what it's like to fight uphill. She's been doubted because of her size, because of her build, because she doesn't fit the traditional mold. And she used that criticism as fuel. So here's a thought. If this becomes a war of resilience instead of aesthetics, who benefits more? Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Some fans are already angry. Some say Jade hasn't earned this level of spotlight yet. Others argue that Jordynne Grace is being used as a measuring stick. That narrative is toxic, but it's loud. And matches like this are how those narratives get settled. In-ring performance erases doubt. Or it amplifies it. There is no middle ground here. If this match steals the show, both women win. If it underdelivers, the backlash will be brutal. Let me ask you something honestly. Are expectations too high for this match? Type yes or no in the comments. Stylistically, this could be fascinating. Jade prefers explosive bursts, big impact, quick devastation. Jordynne thrives in physical chess matches. She sets traps. She works the body. She adapts. If Grace targets the legs early, Jade's power base weakens. If Jade keeps distance and uses striking to control pace, Grace has to close the gap carefully. Small details decide matches like this. A missed pump kick, a reversed powerbomb, a rope break at the last second. Moments. And in title clashes, moments define legacies. Now imagine this visual. SYFY broadcast. Bright lights. Title held high. Jade staring straight through Jordynne. Jordynne cracking her neck. Eyes locked in. No smiling. No theatrics. Just tension. And then the bell rings. The first lockup might tell us everything. If Jade drives Grace back immediately, we know she's asserting dominance. Conditioning. Here's another angle. Legacy impact. If Jade wins decisively, she cements herself as the powerhouse standard bearer. She sends a message that outside hype doesn't matter. Inside the WWE system, she's untouchable. If Jordynne wins, the women's division instantly feels unpredictable. Doors open. One woman holding gold high. The other staring, recalculating her next move. That image will define the narrative moving forward. And narratives in wrestling are everything. Before we wrap this up, I want final predictions. Not safe ones. Bold ones. Does Jade dominate clean? Does Jordynne shock the system? Is there controversy? Interference? Rematch cliffhanger? Drop your full prediction below. Winner, method, and aftermath. Because when Jade Cargill and Jordynne Grace collide on SYFY, this isn't just another scheduled bout. It's a pressure test. It's a spotlight moment. It's power meeting resistance. And whether you're Team Jade or Team Jordynne, one thing is guaranteed. After this title clash, The women's division will not feel the same. So pick your side. Stand on it. And when the bell rings, we'll find out who is right. Ring Rumble is watching. Are you?